Ugh. Okay, I actually forgot how to get out of there for a moment. Oh, my cognition is critical. Ugh, welcome back, everyone. This is Shadow Drake, and as you may have noticed, I've been gone a while. And what in the world am I doing? Was I trading something before I left? Groceries. Huh. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, summer is a really rough time for me. It's when my biggest amount of workload is happening, and the fact that my daughter is out of school means that I cannot very easily do anything. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah, it's been a while. Kind of makes it hard for me to keep up with what I've been doing. You want pumpkins, cocoa, corn, wheat, potatoes. Pumpkins, corn, wheat, potatoes, cocoa. And so yeah, it's been a while. Uh, I still have a pretty good idea for how to get the whatchamacallit, for how to keep working on my rocket stuff. In fact, that's kind of what I want to keep doing. Oh, how many eggs do I have? There we go. Alright. I think it's like 20 potatoes, 20 pumpkins. I have no cocoa in here. I have no corn in here because the chickens ate them all. Pumpkins, corn, potato, wheat. I think there was something for wheat. And cocoa? Do I even have cocoa to sell? Oh, this just reminds me, since I've been keeping up with the beta stuff, I heard something about a rail Harvey. That's gonna be absolutely awesome. Oh, cool. You're done too. Ooh, boy. You know what? I'm not gonna sell the cocoa. I'm not gonna sell the cocoa. I'm just gonna sell what I got. I guess I really do want to finish the rockets. Ah, come on. I hate it when my mouse does that. Makes me start looking at a random direction. Wait, what the flip? Ah, oh, I didn't know the elevator could do that. Just get really janky. Alright. So yeah. Uh, can't really do any recording much in the summer. I mean, even with the dish tutorials that I came up with in the interim, you can hear my wife in the background. Oh, the island needed 11? That's fine. 240 space bucks for all of that? Not much there. What am I gonna do with these potatoes? Alright, go home. Okay. So, this kind of brings me up to the whole thing. You know, like, I don't really like to put out a lot of stuff that's kind of really noisy like that. Just because it just doesn't sound right to me to do it like that. It's, you know, like, because my daughter's in the background, she watches her shows, she does all of that, all her fun stuff. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just, you know, one of the things. How much do I have in here? Ooh, I'm actually running out of stuff. I gotta send my ore rocket to go get something. This will be a good test run for the landing protocol. What can I make it go get, though? That's the interesting thing. Galactic Metallurgy? Yes, come on down. You're the next contestant on I Gotta Sell Stuff. Oh, I'm gonna need you. Okay, let's see what I got here. For the minor rocket, you have... What are your heads like? 0. I remember now. I needed to undo your heads and then send you out for... I think I was going to go for gold and silver next. I think that's what I was going to do. Okay, let's do that. Let's sell to this guy, bring out, build ink. Let's change the heads and then send the rocket up because I believe it already has the script for the landing protocol. Okay, galactic metallurgy. Sell, 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 go away. So yeah, like I said, I want to actually finish Trade Europa. And I am, what, 15.8% of the way there? Which is not bad, mind you. It really is not that bad. But, yeah, I gotta finish that. I'm kind of at the point where I really just need to finish... If I finish automating the rocket, I can build a rocket control station up there. And then I could actually finish building this... This ice dumper system. Oh, yeah, let's just dump more nitrous in there. Let's just take it slow. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's... Okay, good, I have the heads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, let's just go on ahead and refuel that rocket too. Pretty sure the heads only go as far as to... Never mind. Wow. Has it really been that long that I played that I don't remember my own stuff? Okay. This head is... Oh, for the love of... I have so much empty space. There we go. Alright, that's one head. Can I just do this? Yes! Thank you, devs, for coming up with stuff like this. Wait, where's the other head? Oh, shoot, it's up there, isn't it? See, little things like this just makes it unnecessarily hard for myself. Alright, now I can grind down these heads. I can weld this back up. Zip. But yeah, like one of the main reasons I don't record it when my daughter is home is because look, I know people have opinions as to children's. Quite honestly, look, I get it. It does annoy me. And there's just a few things that would make me just pull back completely, and that would honestly be one of those things. So it's easier for me to not do anything while my daughter is home than it is for me to try to record something and basically hear crap about kids in the background. You know, it kind of goes to the whole point. Like, I don't mind opinions. Look, people can have their own opinions about that. Because I know full well that kids can be a tool. Let's just put it nicely. And I don't know if the problem is with the kid or with the fact that you just don't know how they were raised. Because kids, there is an issue with kids who are not really raised very well. And unfortunately, just... Did I pull back those This is why I need to make a rocket control station, because if not, I'm not going to remember this. Okay. So drill condition is a 1, so this will be helpful. And one of these is the, yep, that's the max. That's the setting. Alright. So always open is a 1, it's open, always open. Okay. Now let me go back and make sure that it's actually retracted, because I don't want to send this thing out and break. I really should put windows. I also want to redo that GFG room. I got a lot of stuff I want to redo. Oh, not even the fact that I actually have to make an H2 combustor so that I actually warm up the thing. Yeah, I retracted that. Memory's failing me. Look, it's been stressful days at work. That's the other thing. The nature of my job means that I don't really get the American holidays, the normal American holidays where people would be off. I have to work. It's not a bad thing. And go. Yeah. But that kind of leads to the whole point of, ugh, this is just a lot. So, with my daughter being home from school, it's not quiet in the house. Ironically enough, on the trade video, like I said, you can hear my wife in the kitchen with the dogs pitter-pattering in the background. So I am going to need all of this stuff. What did Hastaloy need again? Silver, nickel, and cobalt? I could try to cook some of that. Silver, nickel, and cobalt. Yeah, that should be it. Let's see if I can cook that. Silver, nickel, and cobalt. Let me make sure. 2 silvers. I got plenty of that. Except I'm waiting for my rocket to get there. Silver, nickel, and cobalt. 2 silvers. Okay. And you are... Ugh. Okay. That should start cooling it down. Very, very slowly. So while that's happening, let's see. Do I even have a lot of cobalt before I start doing this? I want to cook 300 of that. See just how much it makes. Oh yeah, plenty. That's actually plenty, if you really think about it. That is plenty. Alright, I have... Oh, please tell me that. Okay. Nickel is also the next one, so... 2, 3, 4, 5. I will need you. Okay, so I will need gas. Whatever happened to all of the pollutant gas that I made? One more nickel. That cannot be out of Nick. There it is. Need a lot of silver in there now. So by pushing in a lot of cold oxygen, I can cool down the furnace. It's going to take it a while to do that, but it's going to cool it down. And then I can bring that down so that I can start it back up. The hard part is, though, that the only thing I can put in is literally fuel mix. And that's, yeah. I need two silvers. Or maybe what if I just... I'd be better off if I just... Right? No. I have to be careful because I don't want to push in so much that I basically set this thing on fire. Oh well. Alright, more silver, come on. This is actually giving me a chance to kind of think about the script because I was thinking, you know, with the whole management side of things, with the rocket, I need to have a way to... Come on, there's got to be at least one more silver in here. There they are. And now it's a perfect mix. I forgot that I can just minimize, turn this off, minimize this, because the easiest way for me to get rid of heat is actually to let it radiate, because just let it delete. Because after all, I need to hit 25 megapascals. That's such a specific temp, it's kind of annoying. So pretty soon, once this drops below a point, that means that the room in there is going to drop. Which means that I'm going to start to see, yep, radiation occur. And that's what I want. Set the output. I just did the output. I need to do the input. Actually, what am I doing? I have some ISIS on me. What just... See? It was between 25 and 30. I actually might need to go mine a little bit more of that. I mean, casually doing this the hard way, like always. Oh, can't believe it took literally 50 of that. Alright, temperature is down. I need a shower. I won't need a shower now, ha 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 ha. Alright, temperatures are in the right spots. Now I just need a vent. Alright, haste alloy. Did it again. Did it again.
Low pressure.
You tell that I'm a little bit out of practice. Alright. So, haste alloy, aka the money. Oh, that's quite a lot of money. I just made bank with haste alloy. Kind of gives me the thing. Maybe I should make several furnaces so that I could have specific mixes. Okay, the rocket should be there by now. Oh, it's definitely been there. Doop, 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 doop. Mine. So there's 2,000 ore. Really? That's not a lot of ore. And I can only get 20,000. And I don't know what those rich are. Ugh. I did not want to send the scanner rocket up there yet. But didn't I say I also needed silicon? Alright. When that is mined out, I will leave it at that. So let's get back to programming on this thing. Yeah. Let's get this. So, depending on how I'm gonna get stuck on this. I need another chip. Astroloy. This is on the series. I really need that. Ooh, that's a lot of steel. Why didn't I just do that? Just create a hunk of steel and use that as my, like, furnace cooling thing. Just chuck it in there. Cool. I'm gonna need 600 astroloy eventually, which means I need 1,200 steel. Might be able to make that. Problem for another time. Alright. Oh yeah, I fixed my distillation control system. That's what this is all about. But the last time I did also clean out my rocket. So let's go to my main rocket head. And so the thing is, I don't know if it is, I need a location manager and rocket control head. So let's do this. So let's just do this as the main control head. So the first thing is alias the engine, which will be D0. The next thing will be alias the landing housing, and that's going to be D3. Alias the action house, and that's going to be D4. And the only reason I want to do that is because I want to have them separate. I want to let the engine be control. I want to have it control the engine as far as the code thing, and alias the AV, the avionics D1, because I am going to need this information. And so the landing house is because I want to have, yeah, again, since I work in step functions, since I work in, that's logically how I arrange it, I want to be able to see where that is. I want to see where the action housing is to make sure that I step through the control manager. But this kind of leaves me to the question of, can I fit the location management side of things in this script as well as being able to trigger this other stuff? And that's what I'm going to be testing. So first thing, I will need the rocket will it show up here? Rocket battery. Perfect. So we're gonna have this. We're gonna get our prefab hash. We are going to define the bats. Alright, so now I need the miner. So for the rocket miners, I'm going to define these. And define the miners. Now I am going to define, not define. Okay, and I don't need to really define the scanners, to be honest. I need to keep an eye on the battery. I need to keep an eye on the miners. Yeah, because if the miner heads are dead, I want them back. The avionics has the fuel. I'm pretty sure the avionics has the fuel, because I thought it has like fuel time. Rocket avionics. Thought there was something about fuel remaining. I mean, it has total moles. Pretty sure it has fuel remaining. Was I wrong about that? Total moles. That's both codes, I know that. Burn time remaining. Yeah, it has that. Does that show up when the rocket is stationary? Mining rocket. Doesn't seem like it would. Yeah, it's not gonna show. Ah, that's a problem. That's an annoyance. That's a huge annoyance. You know what? I am gonna go ahead and send this out to this rich asteroid because I want to get a lot more out of it. Yeah, it shows right there. But it's not gonna show me anything else. Because it can't show me weight. Yeah, burn time. Darn it. Okay, so I have to put a tank in. I have to check a tank out. Alright, that's fine. Again. That's why you have this. Alias. Fuel tank. D2. I really didn't want to do that. I thought the avionics could do that, but I guess not. Okay. All of mine are liquid tanks. Yeah, it's best that I do one, because if I do a fuel tank, I can look at the volume of liquid. And I can set that. So, let's see. Okay, so let's just define return min fuel. Depending on the rocket, depends on whether I want this to be, but let's, because I'm gonna define that with, yeah, like if I look at the ore mining rocket, my fuel tank is going to be one major thing. And I probably want to bring it back when this is at about 300. But if I'm looking at my scanner rocket, I want to look at my this oxygen tank. When it's below 100 liters, I would bring it back, and then for my gas miner rocket, I probably want to bring this back when, both are, I would say 500 liters, just to be safe. Just to be safe to make sure that they make it back. I'm pretty sure it doesn't need that much, but safety first. And this sneeze. Alright, so I do have copper ash. You look like you were mined out. Elite. Yeah, you look like you're definitely fine. Which begs the question. I've been scanning predominantly. I think I need more gold and silver. I always need more gold and silver, especially since I'm going to be dumping all of that. Still got a lot of coal. Silicon is kind of low. 72 copper, 73 gold, 51. Yeah, definitely need more gold and silver. 82 nickel, lead. Wow, I need lead. I can't believe how fast these are churning through this. Even with the fact that this is a lot of dirty ore, it's still churning through it fast. Alright, eat and drink, eat and drink. This is my cake, right? That still works, good. So I'm just gonna say 100 for now. I'm not sure who I'm gonna put it in. And let's see, define min bats. Let's just do that as 0.2. 20%. 20%, I'll bring him back. Doesn't matter. That should give me enough time. Let's see, that's basically, let's do 15%. Because the scanner rocket is the one that I'm most concerned about power, because it's just going to have lots of scanning heads on. The other rockets is not going to be an issue unless I'm going to fit them with high-speed mining heads. And then, honestly, for the drill head condition, I'm just going to look to see if the drill heads are at 0. And if they are, then I'm going to bring it back. I want to use up the drill heads completely. So let's say main and yield J main. Get that ready. So let's alias some registers. So we're gonna alias not the mode, step R15 like always. This is kind of where I'm kind of stuck on this. So if anything, there is going to be a jowl to empty check. No. Return check. But it's not going to be a jowl. I think it's going to be a BG doll. It's greater than. Alright. And I want, if step is greater than 2, we'll do a return check. And return check requires, so let's load batch 2 or 14, and this is going to be bats and ratio average. Load. You know what? I should just stick it right here. Load batch R14 bats ratio average. Load batch R13 miners. To find the miners. Rocket. Miner. Alright, what is it called? It's called drill condition. There we go. Drill condition. Average. Load from R12. We're gonna do the F tank. Volume of liquid. And we're gonna put a J-raw here. Make sure that we're good. So. Wait, I thought I put reach run. I put reach run! So we're gonna see how this goes. I need to make the whole destination thing. If I can do the location manager thing here, I will do it, but I need to make the whole main control script. Alright, wait, where's my stuff? Ooh, Astroloy boring. Come on down. While I'm doing this, I'm gonna try to make some money. Yeah, I'm done with that. Where's the other one? Still there. So am I still getting ore from this? Apparently I still am. Okay, so they said that it's gonna stop. What does reagents mean? Is this just how much it has? Or is that how much this is? I definitely need gold and silver. Alright. Pause, thank you. Okay. Alright, so... how do I do this? I guess I'm just gonna do a massive set of set batch. So, SLT, let's just do R0 for R14. And this is going to be the min bat. SLT, R1, R13. What is going on there? SEQZ. That's weird. SLT, R2. That's so weird. Is that gonna break because of that, or is it just like a display bug? Because SLT R2, R12, and min fuel. If any of these things are a 1. So let's see. R0, R0, R1. So let's do that. And if BEQZ R0, we go to raw. Will that actually work? Because it looks like it won't. That just looks so weird to me, and it's just... look, that's kind of creeping me out, so I'm just gonna do that. Okay. All right. So basically, we're checking the average for the battery. We're setting R0 if that is below a setting. We're checking the condition of the drills, which I can remove, and setting it if all the drills are at 0. Now we're checking the condition of the liquids, how much liquids I have left, and if there's less than enough fuel, then again, we set it. Then we add R1 and R2 together, then we add R0 to the resultant up there, and if this is equal to R0, we go to raw. Otherwise, we move step 2. This is kind of where I haven't really done anything. Let's just do 8 for now and J raw. So let's see. BEQZ step, BEQ step 1, BEQ step 2, BEQ step 3, BEQ step 4, BEQ step 5, BEQ 6, BEQ step 7, BEQ step 8, and just in case I do something stupid, J end. Alright, so landing pad idle. I think I need a landing pad idle. So when it's in the landing pad, it needs to be idle, and that's why I have a greater than return check. And so when it's at landing pad idle, it's going to be refueling, it's going to be exporting, and it's going to be just sitting there, waiting for a location. I hope that I can get the location thing done, but the way this is looking with 8 steps, I think I will have to use a separate chip because I will use it up. So now I need landing pad ready to launch. And so I think that when I hit the conditions, fully exported, fueled up, this step is to tell the main control, retract, I am launching in some, I will launch soon. And so this is the attempt to save my umbilicals. And so now this is kind of where I'm getting to things. So let's say step 2 is space action, for lack of a better word. At 2, it is going to basically be doing something, and this depends on the rocket. If it's the miner rocket, it's going to be mining at that location. If it's the scanner rocket, it's going to be scanning at that location. And so Okay, so at some point I unplugged my microphone and I have no idea where I did that at, so I apologize. I guess I'll see back there. So landing pad idle. And like I said, I don't have the cargo. So let's see. Define cargo. There we go. So this is going to be one of those things. So we're going to load batch to R0 cargo. Uh, shoot. What's a good one for that? Quantity? You're still mining? So cargo. Yeah. Yeah, it's quantity. Quantity. Let's just do some. Load batch. Alright, so seems like the battery ratio is something that I'm gonna have to keep doing. So I'm gonna save alias batrat R14. Batrat. Load batch. Batrat. Bats. Ratio? Average. Don't need that. There we go. I mean, technically I use those two lines, but I mean, if I need to use the battery ratio anywhere else, I'll have it. I actually could just delete that and not worry about that, but okay. So I need to make sure that I have the cargo's good. Honestly, the drill condition average should go over here too. Because I basically need to do the reverse. I need to make sure that we're good. So but I can do this as branching. So like for example, BNEZ. If for example, R0, if for example that's not, the cargo quantity is not 0, we go to end. If for example, BLT, the bat rat is less than 0.98, we go to end. I want my batteries charged. If, for example, BEQC, if, for example, R3, you know what, let's just change that. Ah, what am I doing? Drillco, R13. Drillco. If, for example, the drill condition is a 0, we go to end. We don't want anything to happen. SEQC, that's Drillco. So if these three things are all at that, we go to end. Otherwise, we go on ahead and move step to 2. No, to 1. And I forgot something. The load fuel level R12 from, what am I doing? Alias fuel level R12. Loading it from the F tank. Volume of liquid. So, don't need you here. Fuel level. Honestly, though, yeah, it'll do it that way. Okay, forgot about that. If BLT, fuel level, is less than. Honestly, this is going to have to be an arbitrary value. Go to end, and I have to define that. To end. And so LPR to launch. So the thing with this one is I need to give some time for the things to retract. I need to set a code. Hold on. Alias. Current code R10. Alias destination code R11. So load for CSOD AV current code. Load decode avionics destination code. Okay. If BNEZ I should put that here. BNEZ destination code go to end. No. BEQZ. If for some reason that isn't set, we go to end. Okay. Because what's the point of stopping that when it is like that? And see, this is kind of where it's going to go with the whole space action thing, you know? Because I can have the action script look for 0 to let it know to turn on the cargoes and eject. I can look it for 2 to turn on the scanners in different ways. Or I can let it know to, you know, for... Yeah. Always need to put a J in. How much line space do I have? Quite a bit still. Alright. And I think this is just going to be one of those. At R1, we're just going to move R1 0. That's going to be our countdown timer. At R1, R1, 1. BGT, BLT, R1, 10, end. Otherwise, move step to 4. That one's going to be very simple. This is basically my countdown timer. Give me 5 seconds, so just basically count up to 10. Once it hits 10, then it'll move to step 4, which is the moving step. Now, space action, I think, is going to be fairly simple. Space action. I think that one is going to be if BEQZ destination code, we just go to end. Otherwise, we move to move step to 3. That doesn't actually that doesn't make sense. I might have to rethink that one. Because I need to do a space action. Maybe I need to do an action complete, so... landing status R8, R7, alias, action status R8, alias, oh, lock status R9. Be right back. I gotta be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get this scanner rocket scanning. And see, in a sense, the scanner rocket has a setting. You know, like when I set it to 1, that means it scans. And so that's kind of something that I'm going to have it do. The action script will be looking at that. It's going to be looking at the action and then doing something. Alright, while that is going on, let me go on ahead and sell to this guy. I have plenty of ores, but I think I might as well sell to them. Continue selling iron and coal, particularly, because I have too much of those. It's really odd to say that I have too much of something, but I do. I do have too much of those. Okay, 600. When I sell 600 copper, that is 52, so that's 12. I don't really have a lot of that, but I definitely have a lot of that. I just sell 4 stacks. You know what? Have some of everything. Let's make money. Oh. It's a lot for Asteroid. So, you know, with the dish script thing, I will make the large dishes, and I have been thinking about that, but I kind of want to focus my attention on one thing at a time. Because if I don't focus my attention, I will be absolutely... Oh, wow, that's a big cosmic forge. I will just be extremely aimless. Alright. That is a lovely richness right there. 4,000 resources, that's good. You know what? Let's go on ahead and get you... Okay, hold on. Let's get you over there. And so this is kind of the thing, well, with the... Where's my volume of liquids? Oh, I hate it when it gets stuck down there. So for here, maybe for like the ore mining rocket, the volume of liquids I want is maybe 500 liters. That will be where I will cut it off at. 500, 600, you know? So not just mine, delete. And I want to do... Let's go back to this. So space action might be one of those things that when maybe when the action is done. So maybe I will look at, oh. So load to L status from landing house. And we just want to do this setting. Load to A status action house setting. And then I think, yeah, without a doubt, I'm going to do an alias location house D5. Load the block status location house D5. Setting. So this might be one of those things that if, for example, action status is equal some number, I'm just going to say 4. Need to set this number. We'll move to step 3. If not, we'll go to end. Because the thing is, oh, end. Set location. Because the thing is, when we're at set location, that means that we need location status to give me something. This will start to help things out because like I'm putting location, landing house status, action status, location status, and I'm also having a current code and a destination code. But the thing is, if my location housing handles all of that, I won't need this at all. I should not need this at all because my location housing is going to be handling that and passing data back to this housing. All I need to do is read it and interpret the data based on something that I should have logically set. So when I go here, then that means it's time for my location status to do something, my landing house status. So let's just look. BEQ lock status. Again, we're just going to do BNE. Need to set this number. Move step to 4. This is where I'm going to set the engine. No. Move to location. This is where I'm going to set engine on 1. This is probably the one time where I would need to do this. So BNE, current code, decode, we go to end. Otherwise, set engine on 0 and move step to. This is back to 2. End. Ah. So moving to location is, if we get there, we turn the engine on. If the current code and the destination code do not match, go to end. If they do match, we're going to turn the engine off, move to step 2. Done. Nothing. Because the whole thing is that I want to turn off the auto shut off so that I can tell the engine to do its thing. And I just realized something here. I need to do another check here because I just realized that I'm going to be doing my checks. So if my step is above 4, we go back to raw. Because the thing is, I forgot that I am checking to see if I need to return here. Because if I'm above step 2, I need to do a return check. Because step 2 bypasses the 2 landing cycles, which is fine because I don't need it to try to return home when it's landed. It's suicide. But the same token, I only need to check the steps between on 2, 3, and 4. Wait, hold on. 1. greater than 1. So basically, all of these steps is going to be checking. However, when I'm doing the empty check, I need to make sure that I only execute this code in steps 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, 2, 3, and 4. Because I want to be that even if I am mid-location, if I hit my low fuel tolerance, I need to go on ahead and stop the engine, stop what I was doing, prepare to return, and do it. So there we go. How many lines? Ugh, not a lot of lines left. Okay. So prepare to return, because there might be an instance where my engine might be on. I'm going to have to set it to 0. And I need to, again, B and E lock status for end move step 6. I keep doing that. I keep capitalizing this. J end. Okay. Turn to orbit. S engine on 1. BNE, C code, D code, and S engine on 0. Move step 7. J end. How much lines do I have? I still have plenty. Prepare to land. Now this one, I need to BNE L status for end. This is the one where if the landing housing isn't set, we don't do this. S engine on 1. J end. Landing. I think that's going to be like a BNE C code, D code, and set engine on 0. Move step 0. J end, just in case. All right. Now, these last 4, I need to kind of do. I need to do a lot of side-by-side programming. So that means I need to. Let's just export you. Let's just go on ahead, because I don't see any other good way of doing this. Let's go ahead and print 2 laptops. I need to look at them side by side. I really do need to look at them side by side. There we go. How long does it take to print a laptop? I'm gonna have a stupid looking workspace. Uh, didn't I have some junk batteries somewhere? The sad thing is, I did the whole... Wait. Alright. Editor. Motherboard. It'd be really stupid if this guy had a laptop and I basically just printed out some laptops for this. I do want to get to the whole, everything else, but if I can automate a lot of things. No laptop. Okay, good. I was getting concerned there. $47. Go back home. All right. Hey, I told you to get in my inventory. I don't know that I've ever seen that the laptops not need a full battery charge, because I don't know that they ever really truthfully need a full battery charge. Oh boy. Oh man. Where's my laptop? I lost my laptop, guys. Do I need to go back through my videos to see where I put it again? Oh no, I lost my good laptop. Wait a second, did you get sucked into here? Yeah, you did. Okay, this is what happens when you program right close to this thing. Okay. Scanner rocket should be done. Yep, scanner rocket is done. So, ore mining rocket. Pew, 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 pew. See, this is I want to be able to shut this off, and the only way to shut that off is if I have things that properly manage that. And mine. Ooh, that's quite a lot of ore. Alright, that's going to be good for a while. Meanwhile, scanner rocket, you're gonna scan this one next, right? Yep. And see, this is what I mean. You know, it's moving. It should not be trying to scan because it should be waiting on the action script to do that. What asteroids can I get in here? Just rich in coppers. Okay. I do need to get some lead. Oh, I left my emergency battery on. I'm an idiot. Okay. Okay, so that's my normal script. This is going to be what my landing script is. Why didn't I think about this before? Two laptops. This is like if you work on like heavy automation or coding, there's a point where you just need like three screens. I think I literally just did that. Oh, I feel like a goober. So, like for example, the landing script. We're in the idle step. It's not doing anything. But for example, it's got to be at the gathering step. So, for the landing code, this is going to get extremely laggy because I'm noticing that I have a lot, and so it's got to load quite a bit. So, like I saw that. When we're preparing to return, we need to be in the gathering stage because that's what that is. And this is going to get extremely laggy. And I might have to do some of this network management stuff outside because of that. So yeah, we gotta be in step one for the preparing to land. So that means it's gotta be, doing stuff like that. So then we got that. What's else start? Okay. This is the thing. So we've got to wait till it's at the data gathering stage. Then we go to step 6 where we turn it on. And then once we arrive there, we're at that. And then we're at the prepare to land. Now we need to be at 3. Right? I might need to really document that. You know what? I'm going to need a paper and pencil. This is where you start to get to a lot of the code. So paper and pencil. So my landing housing. This is kind of where I need to know the steps. I need to really, really understand. So like, 0 equals idle. Doesn't care. It's not doing anything. 1 equals data gathering. That's something that needs to be doing before that. 2 is the initial setup. And that's where it calculates to see if it can even land and whether we need to bump it up. 3 is the landing start. That's the initial burn. 4 equals the active landing PID. This is where nothing else needs to be controlling the engine. The landing house needs to be the absolute engine controller, and that's how it has to be. Because I have here, for blah, 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 something about engine. I'm pretty sure I had something about engine. Yeah, that return is pointless because I don't think I need that. Yeah, because this is branched out. That's not gonna happen. So it's like, kept doing all my calculations, my thrust, all that stuff, and here is where my engine turns on, where I look at R3. this is controlling it. Honestly, I could change this up quite a bit because if I want to do a suicide burn, I could be like, yeah, don't turn this on until thrust is above the, I can just move that down there. It doesn't matter. This was my attempt at trying to keep the engine from doing funky things, but yeah. And this was my skip. 1, 2, 3, 4. It skips that, so honestly, that's not needed because I don't intend to do this shoddy PID loop down here. Alright, so that's what I got. Okay. So when it's going to land, it needs to be in the data gathering stage. When it is ready to go, it needs to be in step 3. Because when it's at step 3, it's ready to go. Then I just turn the engines on one time, and then it's going to go to the landing step. And the landing step is predominantly the landing housing that does it. And really, I just need a monitor to see if it landed. Or I could just define it, just define the home. Once the destination code hits that, then we can end. I can fix that. But for the most part, this is a very crude rocket control. It's not going to be the location manager. It's just going to be a very crude rocket control. And I might need to get another iPad. The location manager is going to be its own thing. This is what I have time for now. Let me push out a couple more nitrous because I do need to get my gas, keep my gas processing.
Low pressure.
And I bet there's none in here. Yeah, there's not much in there. I believe that was 5. How much NOS do I have in here? 3,520. Ah. How much do I have down here? Because I believe I was still trying to work through some CO2. What step are y'all on? 0? 0? Don't like that some pollutants got in there. I need 500 liters before that processes, if I remember right. This is why I need to keep that going. I haven't even made a script for that yet. And quite honestly, this is the hardest one because it's the whole, well, how am I supposed to process it with the presence of wow, my volatile tank is pretty low. So my liquid volatiles, I have plenty. I need to go get more volatiles. Look, I need to get more volatiles, but I need to process all this. That is so much thermal capacity. It's insane. Which reminds me. Yeah, that's gonna start creaking eventually. Whoa, that's a lot. I might actually need to start siphoning off some oxygen too. Never thought I'd say that. Maybe I'll just start pushing some of it in here. I don't have as much liquid oxygen. I mean, I should just put like a medium radiator. Yeah. A medium radiator on this thing to keep it cool. Same with this. I don't know why I haven't thought of that. Medium radiator to keep this cool. And then just start pushing off excess oxygen in there. I should just do that. Alright, glad to be back for at least a little bit. Don't know how many I can get done in this, because, again, really heavy workload. Okay. But I do want to finish. Oh, what's this location? That's really good richness. Alright. Scanner rocket, you are doing some good work here, buddy. Okay. Send you off that way. You should still have plenty of fuel to do that, and a little bit more. Alrighty, this is Shadow Drake. I'll continue programming the rocket stuff because I do want to get these as fully automated as possible. And we have the tools now. I know we have the tools. It's just a matter of sitting down and getting it started. Oh, I did it again. So next time,
Cognition
I
low.
think I'm gonna try to work on the action script. Because I think I got the location script down, but I need to trial run it. And I don't know, yeah, now I'll do the trial runs, but I need to do it kind of like in a closed loop test because I need to see how it does. But yeah, this is Shadow Drake. Thank you for your time. Hope to see you back.